They don't see the years and years and years and years of failing, making mistakes, picking themselves up again, making corrections over and over and over and over again. Be consistent with your disciplines. Okay, so what do you mean? What is this be consistent with your discipline? Okay, so when we talk about discipline, okay, I see something that discipline is something that we take on. It's something that we embark on to be a master of. That's what I'm imagining. If I commit myself to taking something on, then I need to see it through. Okay, very often a lot of people don't. Okay, and here's why. We are afraid of making mistakes. That's why people don't follow dreams, because they're afraid of making mistakes, or they don't want to make mistakes. Okay, most of us don't want to make mistakes. How come? Because when we make mistakes in school, when we make mistakes growing up, when we make mistakes when we are grown up, what happens? We get punished, we get penalized. So don't make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, then you will not be punished. Okay, you will not be penalized. Okay, so we have fear. We have fear of making mistakes because we don't want to be punished. The strange thing is this. If we want to do something that we've never done before, making mistakes is inevitable. Okay, we can't help it, right? Because if it's something new we've never done before, we don't know how. And even if we acquire knowledge, skills, and tools to be able to do it, when we attempt to do it, okay, we will make mistakes because there's this thing called a learning curve. And I think I've talked about this before. Baby learn to walk. Okay, learn to walk means don't know how to walk yet, right? It's not going to be able to walk the first time it learns to walk. So it'll make mistakes, it will fall down, it pick itself up, fall down, pick itself up. Eventually, it will build the muscles that it needs in order to hold its own weight up and walk, because it requires a specific set of muscles, those legs that never walked before. And the legs that never walked before don't have the muscles that's required for walking. So you first need to learn and then need to develop the muscles to walk. And I think I've talked about this also when we build muscle. If we can lift a certain weight, we can lift the weight. I can lift the weight because I have the muscles that's strong enough to lift the weight. Okay, but if I double the weight of this or triple the weight of this, there is going to come a point when I will not be able to lift it because the muscles are not strong enough. What does that mean? It means that the muscles required to lift that weight does not exist. So I need to build those muscles in order to lift that new weight. So it is with everything that we do in life. When we do it for the first time, we will make mistakes. But a lot of people have this attitude, one shot, one kill. That means the first time they do it, they want to get it right. So no mistakes, right? If the first time you do it, you get it right, you don't make any mistakes. Okay, wow, perfect. Except that it doesn't happen. Except that it doesn't happen. Okay, if you are able to do it, we call that beginner's luck. Okay, you will do it one time. Okay, the point is not to do it one time. The point is to be able to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again repeatedly with a certain level of results. Okay, so we want to accomplish, in order to accomplish that, okay, we need to practice, we need to train the muscles, we need to acquire knowledge, skills, and tools, and we need to practice and train the muscles, train the brain to think a certain way, train the heart, the emotions to feel a certain way, okay, not to be discouraged, okay, when things don't go right, to train the body, okay, you know, even when you, whatever it is that you've never done before, that the body needs to do, it needs to build the muscles. It could be all the little micro muscles as well. Okay, the big muscles as well as the small ones. Muscle needs to be built, and muscle takes time to build. So if you commit yourself to taking on something new, okay, that you want to be a master of, number one, making mistakes is inevitable because you don't have what you need yet. Mental capacity, emotional capacity, physical capacity. Okay, you know, so there's a saying, the spirit is willing. That means the spirit wants to do it, but the body is weak. So even though the spirit is willing, the body cannot. And the body will forever cannot unless you teach the body, unless you train the body. And the way training works, okay, the way we teach, we learn things is through repetition. Our brains develop that way when we keep thinking a certain way, when we can train our brains to think. And what's the brain? The brain is just a network of neural connections. Okay, so the electrical impulses can travel, and where electrical impulses can travel, that is called thought. It's an electrical impulse that travels across an established network in your brain. Okay, what are emotions? Chemical reactions. Okay, we have chemicals occur in our body, reactions occur, and then it brings up this thing called emotions that the brain processes as you get that sadness, that's joy, that's whatever, but we feel. Okay, and then physically is all your muscles, combination of all your muscles and your skeletal structure and your blood flow and oxygen flow and everything else in between that makes your body work a certain way. But in order to train a specific skill, a way of thinking, we need to keep doing that over and over and over and over again, so that neural connection that is required, okay, for that specific thing that you want to do is established. The more you do it, the stronger that neural connection becomes. Very scientific, right? Okay, so scientific, so geeky, right? Okay, the more, if I want to build muscle to do this and to do this, okay, and to do this, they are different muscles. I cannot do this and build this muscle. Cannot, doesn't work. Okay, but in order to build this muscle, I need to keep repeatedly train it. I need to keep doing it. Then it slowly grows bit by bit. Same chemical reactions, your electrical impulse, your neural connections, your muscles the same. Okay, and most things that we do is a combination of mental, emotional, and physical. Okay, the knowledge to be able to do it. Okay, the emotional capacity, persistence, perseverance. Okay, being inspired to do it, and then the body actually doing it. Okay, and we need to repeat and repeat. The same way you repeat and repeat, you can repeat the wrong thing and you will learn the wrong thing too. Okay, so be very, very careful what you train your brain and your heart and your body, because it can pick up those things too. If you, whatever, the body has no way to tell what it is learning. It doesn't. Okay, it will learn what you teach it. Your brain will learn what you teach it. If you feed your brain garbage, okay, your brain will get used to the garbage. If you feed your body garbage, if you train the wrong muscles, your body will develop the wrong muscles. Okay, I know I say no right or no right, but in this case, okay, when I say wrong, I mean the muscles that you actually don't want. Okay, the neural connections that you actually don't want, things that don't work for you. Okay, if you train it, you will develop it. And then you have things that don't work for you. That's what happens, okay, when we make mistakes. And then it seems like, oh my God, why do we keep doing that thing that doesn't work over and over and over and over again? Because we don't make a correction. If we don't make a correction, then the neural networks are established, the muscles are established to do that thing that doesn't work. So we need to make a correction. And we need to be consistent. Over and over and over and over and over again. And then one day, the new connection is formed, the new muscle is formed, the new whatever is. And once that's established, congratulations, you have now leveled up. You have now expanded your reality box. You have now grown with a new skill, with a new whatever it is. Okay, the thing that you want to take on, the thing that you want to grow. Okay, that's the process. There is no shortcut. Okay, behind every master were years and years and years and years, thousands of times practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. Okay, people don't tell you about the pain that they went through in order to achieve a result. The world just sees the result and say, wow, great, brilliant, that person has achieved this result. They don't see the years and years and years and years of failing, making mistakes, picking themselves up again, making corrections over and over and over and over again. The world doesn't see that. The world just sees the point when something is achieved. So be consistent. Be consistent. Whatever it is that you want to take on, that you consider a discipline, a skill, a level of mastery, over and over and over and over again. Make mistakes, correct. Make mistakes, correct. Make mistakes, correct. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button. This is Douglas Kampung Kid signing out. Be the master you already are.